Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Couch to Clutch. The last week has been very interesting because I had a half marathon again, and just a week after the HCL cyclothon, this time the marathon was in Hyderabad. Let me share how it went. So, as you can see, this was my partner Sham Prakash. He is a very lean um, runner and very experienced. Had a lot of fun running along with him in the first 5-6 kilometers. As you can see, I was able to do a lot of PRs, like half marathon PR, a 20K PR, a 10-mile PR, a 15K PR, and the half marathon actually went pretty well. This would show you the right story of how it started. So we started a little fast. According to my standards, I started a little fast because I didn't want anything to be left on table this time around. So we started at a 7:04 pace. It was 6 in the morning. So it was pretty chill, I would say 18 degrees or something. And I was feeling pretty good. And Sham Prakash was also at a very consistent pace. Then we kind of did the whole routine that Sunil had set up for me. He expected a 2:38 and I did a 2:41, not too much off the pace. The average pace was 7:40, which was very happy with because I did 8:29 in TMM a month back. So this was the plan. 900 meters in zone 2. I don't think I stayed in zone 2, but anyway. And 100 meters walk. And then rinse and repeat 21 times. Simple strategy. I try to stick to it most of the times, as you can see from the analysis here. Um, yeah, pretty solid start. And then rinse and repeat after taking walk breaks. And after a point of time, I think Sham was a little faster. So he just went on his way and I just stuck to my rhythm. The rhythm was pretty good. In the middle part of the race, I think I just maintained a good rhythm, enjoyed the race. It was nice and peaceful, I would say. I did the hydration and the nutrition regime pretty well. I had a backpack with a water bottle and you have a pipe. So it's kind of a trekking setup where you have a bladder, and then from that bladder there comes out a pipe and you just suck on the pipe. So it's very good for long runs because you cannot just grab a electrolyte water just when you feel like it. You have to keep on hydrating yourself on regular intervals, and carrying something like this is more comfortable for me. It might not be very comfortable for everyone, but it's comfortable for me. So I keep on doing a lot of hydration when I take the walk breaks. So I kind of reward myself after every 900 meters that I run, that okay, in the next rest of 100 meters I'm gonna drink something like the electrolyte water or eat something. I had protein bars and other things. So uh, just kept the hydration and nutrition going on. I did take two pee breaks, by the way. Here and here, as you can see, there are gaps, right? So these are breaks where I probably overhydrated, but it's fine to overhydrate than to, underhydrate and then get cramps. I did not have any cramps, even though I really pushed hard in the last 3 kilometers, because when it was the last 3 kilometers to go, actually 5 kilometers to go, I saw that it was already over 2 hours. And if I just take a chill pill and enjoy my race after this, I'll probably end up much worse than I thought. And I thought that 240 might be in the car on the cards. On TMM it was 3 hours, right? So I wanted to cut down 20 minutes from that. And because it was not very humid and a little bit chilly, really, uh, something that I've adapted in the Hyderabad weather over the years. It was my home turf, so I could take some liberties around pushing really hard in the final part of the half marathon. So 16 kilometers I did on, I think, 2 hours, 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And then I thought, okay, in the next 37 minutes or so, can I do a 5K run? Turns out the last part of the race was on a climb, and it got really hard for me in the end. The last kilometer was hell. I was going well above my threshold, and yeah, my legs were screaming to stop, but I just kept on pushing in the last kilometer and ended up with a 241. So not really under 240, but yeah, I just tried my best. That was the best I could do. If you see the IF, the intensity factor, it's 99%. So it's pretty high. So I did not keep any did not have anything on the table left, and that's how it went. And I took a couple of days rest after that, because that, as you can see, the TSS is very high, 264 training stress score, which is pretty high. For reference, I think the cyclothon was just 159 TSS, and I recovered faster in cycling. Of course, I'm adapted more to cycling than running, so this TSS was a lot. So I decided to take a couple of days break because I had to recover from that race. And then Sunil had also not kept this week hard, so it is still manageable. 563 down from 799 TSS. So it's like a 30 to 40% reduction in the overall stress score for the week. And today I had this anaerobic interval, which went pretty well. I think that's the best anaerobic interval I had in years. Uh, and I was able to push really good numbers on this. I think it was, okay, this one would show the real numbers. So as you can see in the race, it was, the last part was um, heavy. Heart rate was 165 and above, and ended strong there. So I was pretty happy with that race. And today's activity, let's go and check that out. So if I have to see the laps, as you can see, the average for 2.5 minutes is 248 watts, 236, 249, 252, 229, 239, 234, 281 in the last one. So I did save up a little bit for the last one. The last one is pretty good, and I felt pretty good after that. Average beats per minute was also manageable. I did not push beyond threshold heart rate on that anaerobic interval. So yeah, went pretty well, I would say. Uh, the FTP test would reveal more about the real FTP numbers, but I think it's not 205 watts anymore. Might be much more than that at this point. How much more, we'll have to figure that out. Probably next week I'll take the FTP test and then we'll get a better idea where it is. Okay, and apart from that, there was a rhythmic interval run that I did, which I did after a long amount of time, and it was really fun to do it because I did it after a very long amount of time. 3.77 kilometers at a very aerobic pace. The average heart rate was 132, zone 2. This was the first time that I completed the entire 30 minutes without uh, without taking any walk break. So that was an achievement in itself. So quite a lot of achievements in running and cycling both. Pretty happy with the last week. And this is the training tracker. EFs also look much better, the best I would say till date for everything. 1.4 here, never been better. 0.95 here, never been better than that. So yeah, I think my fitness has gotten much better in the last month since I started this series. And next week, let's see what happens in the FTP test. Till then, keep shining. Bye bye. See you next week. I'm Rajit, and this is Diary of a Cyclist. See you. Bye bye.